Hi, in this video, we're going to answer the question, why are prefabricated components the future of construction? My name is Chad Johnson. I'm with Truss Components of Washington, and I've been in the truss industry for over 30 years. I'm excited to talk to you guys today about this topic. What if you could cut framing time by 50% and reduce job site waste by 30% without sacrificing any quality? Well, that is what prefabricated framing components can deliver for you. Some solutions with traditional framing methods are labor shortages, leading to extra expense and delays, weather exposure, leading to potential spoilage of product or additional delays on the project and expense in order to mitigate the effects of the weather, and inconsistent quality. From one crew to another, you may have a high quality product, a lower quality product, or differences in methods. On top of all that, when you're stick framing on site with traditional methods, you're going to have piles of material scattered about on that job site, which lead to the potential of injury, loss, or theft. The prefabricated solution is products that are manufactured in a climate-controlled environment in a factory, put on a truck, and brought to your job site as needed. With the prefabricated components, such as floor trusses, when your foundation is complete, those trusses can be brought and installed without needing any piles out on the job site. They'll also be manufactured exactly to the size that they need to be, so there's going to be less waste, there's less cutting, less labor, they install faster. Once that floor is complete, then we can bring out your wall panels just in time, and they can get installed on that floor system and on that foundation very quickly, very accurately, with little need for skilled labor on site and very little waste because they're built to the sizes that they need to be. Now that we've got those wall panels installed, we'll bring out the trusses, again, just in time. They'll get set up on the building and take a very short period of time to be rolled, and then your on-site crew can sheathe them and get a roof on in record time, saving the building from exposure to weather and all of the expenses that come along with that extended exposure. Using the prefab components has increased the speed that the building has gone together, which reduces cycle time, allows more buildings to be built by the same crew in the same time frame. There's precision because of the factory tolerances that things are built to, and they're built to models that are designed in a computer-aided drafting system. The safety on site is greatly improved because there's less exposure, there's less cutting, there's less lifting, less climbing, and all of those can lead to lower insurance rates. And a couple more benefits are lower opportunity for theft because the product is coming out already assembled. It's much less likely for a wall that's already framed to be stolen from the job site than it is for individual studs or sheets of plywood. And the reduced waste means it's a more sustainable process, and you're going to pay less to make dump runs with waste product. So let's talk about return on investment and competitive advantage. Now, a common objection that we get is that the prefabricated solution costs more upfront, and it does. We have labor in our facility and there's shipping involved. However, if we look at the traditional methods compared to prefab, the labor on site is going to be significantly reduced. I would say 20 to 40%. The time that it takes to assemble a project is going to be reduced significantly as well, partially because we have less labor on site and partially because those products come out already at the correct size and specifications, and they go together very quickly. Also, we're going to have less waste, and that means more money in your pocket. So these more than offset the slight additional expense of purchasing prefabricated components versus the material that you would have on site. In the end, when you take into account labor, time, and waste, The prefabricated components wins every day. Another common objection is, what about design flexibility? Well, the reality is that with the computer aided drafting tools that we use today, we can fabricate almost anything that you can imagine. So give us a difficult design, give us a simple one, we'll have a prefabricated solution for it. In conclusion, the question isn't really, will you adopt prefab, but more when you'll adopt prefab. Give your manufacturer a call. We'd love to talk to you about the solutions that we have to make your jobs quicker, safer, and simpler. And if you'd like to get a little bit more unbiased information, here's a link to the Structural Building Components Association video on a comparison between a stick frame build and a prefab build called Framing the American Dream. We'll see you in the next one.